Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This week we are trying Alicia Vikander's Tomb Raider workout again. A little over a year ago I gave this workout a try and I kind of just thought, hey, it would be fun to try it again. Before watching this one, I do recommend going and watching the original one I did, just because I'm going to go in a little bit more detail about certain things in that one that I'm not going to repeat here. One thing I did mention was after I made my own whole plan off of videos, I found out that her trainer actually has an app showing the actual moves that she did. I'm still going to stick with the one I made just to see if I've actually made any improvement. For day one, we're going to start out with her leg day routine, but there's one consistent thing amongst all of her workout days, which is she starts with HIIT interval training. She does 1 minute on and then 1 minute off, and she does this typically on the assault bike. But if you saw the last one, you know my gym doesn't have an assault bike and hasn't acquired one since that video. Actually, a matter of fact, we're down a treadmill now. So last time I did it with the treadmill, I'm still gonna stick with the treadmill just because that's where I feel the most comfortable. Now the best part is I set up my camera and completely forgot to press record, and then when I went to get the camera to tell you guys that I forgot to press record, it died. Didn't record a... Hopefully you guys can tell that I actually did do them just by how much sweat I was covered in all the following clips, plus all the sweat that I ended up leaving all over the treadmill. To start off for leg day, I started with squats. When I did these last time, I could only do a few squats holding the weight, and the rest I ended up having to hold onto a bar to keep myself balanced. And as you can see, we've definitely made progress here. We're no longer holding onto the bar, and I can hold the weight for every rep. Now the scariest thing about her workout routine is the lunges. If you remember in the last video, I could not do the lunges for some reason. I could not connect and figure out how to do them. And I'll be honest, since then, I have not really tried to do any more lunges. But I figured we're gonna give it a shot because who knows, maybe it will just click.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It is? That's a lunge?
That one you just did was good. Yeah. That one was good.
Holy crap!
You feel it though, don't you? That's how you know you're good lunge.
My mind thought it said 12, it said 20. And I gotta do it 3 times. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk tomorrow. I have to do 40 more of those. Who's doing that?
Generally, I don't think I've ever felt more beaten up by doing a certain exercise move than I have doing these lunges.
Ugh, the sweat just keeps falling off me.
I have to do another round of those lunges. I'm gonna take a break. I'm going to do something else because I can't. I think my leg will fall off if I do another set. I can't feel my quads at all. Holy crap. All right, let's try something else.
Then we move on to skater jumps, and I feel like I'm still not as good as her trainer in the videos, but I definitely think compared to myself, I think I appear a little bit more lighter on my feet, and I also feel like I could keep the same energy for all the reps better this time.
Oh my god. I'm not done.
Obviously, as you can see, her workout had me going in circles, completely forgetting like what rep number I was on just because of how intense this is.
Felt those all the way up into my butt today. I've never had that. Let's see what these kick lunges are all about. Ooh.
Now, I still couldn't figure out this lunge kick move, so I went and finished the remaining reps for the lunges, and then I just kind of figured, okay, let's do the kick part at least. I feel like I understand the move, I just couldn't really get it because I think of a lack of balance, and also my quads were just so sore from doing all the lunges prior.
Those are by far the easiest to do out of the whole thing. Oh. Hello. Simply because I'm not doing them correctly. Ooh, water just fell off my face. Yeah, that's the only reason, but they're still hard, don't get me wrong. I can feel it all in my hips, but definitely the easiest. Maybe the calf raises too, but I don't know. That's it. We're done. I actually am gonna do one more thing just for myself. I like to do these like things for my shins since I just had shin splints recently. So I'm just gonna tack those on, but I'm not gonna film that. I'll link my recovery video that I follow. That's kind of what I'm gonna do, something like that. All right, that's it for leg day. Will I walk tomorrow? Let's wait and see.
For the upper body, we actually remembered to press start on the camera, so I have video proof of me doing these intervals now. My one goal with these intervals was to actually complete all 5 rounds because in the last video, on all the days, I was only able to complete 3 rounds of them. That was simply because I was kind of scared to push myself a little too far, especially with how my heart rate was at the time. But I'm happy to say that on all 3 days, we ended up completing all 5 rounds, which for me feels like a huge improvement. We started out with some cable rows and lat pull downs, which I already have in my routine. The only difference is just the amount of reps she does, so I made sure to drop the weight a little bit lower so that I could actually complete all the reps. Then we move over to front raises and lateral raises. Same thing here with the last 2 workouts. It's really just the difference of how many reps she does, and that for me is what makes this workout so challenging. Now this next one does look a little silly and a little goofy, but it's the only way I can do bent over rows without having lower back pain, and I feel like sometimes with the lower back pain I start to compensate for my form. So using the bench has been able to give me the support I need and still be able to complete the move. She then has bicep curls. Typically I just do hammer curls and Ottoman curls, but I actually feel like I prefer this classic bicep curl just because I could actually feel my muscle a little bit more. I don't know if I was having better mind muscle connection. My biggest improvement for the upper body has to be the skull crushers. Ever since I did her workout routine last time, I added these into mine, and when I did them last I could barely just do the 3-pound weights, and now I'm very confident with the 5-pound ones. And honestly, depending on where my cycle is, I could probably even go up to the 8-pound ones, but as you can see, this wasn't the week for that, so you're just gonna have to take my word. She also has an arm combo of a bicep curl to shoulder press to skull crusher, which I like, but I do feel like is a little silly because we just did a bicep curl and skull crushers. I do feel like this is a good move for those days where you just want to be like in and out of the gym. Now, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree here. I asked my mom to film me doing the push-ups, and she didn't press record until she handed me the phone back. I think I also made a lot of improvement here as well. I still use the bar for them. I think my issue last time was the placement of my arms, and I don't think I had my form correct.
How many more we got?
I have to do 4 sets of 20.
4 sets of 20? Now, you must be ridiculously reading it wrong. She did 4 sets of 20.
You've seen this woman. Yeah, she definitely did. Allegedly. I can't confirm.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows. This could be a bunch of bullshit. She could be a liar.
Now, even though my mother did suggest I don't finish them, we did power through and complete all the reps.
All done with intervals, camera died. As you can see though, I'm sweaty. So today is core. We did not try this last time we did this video, so I'm a little nervous. Primarily because this ball here is so deflated, and it really is. And I bought a whole ball to do this and took it to the car to fill it up, realized I didn't have the right nozzle for it, got the right nozzle for it, and now I don't know where I put the ball. Last time this ball was also not filled up, but as you can see, it's quite filled. So we're gonna try her core thing today. If it doesn't work, I do have some alternatives to try, so we'll see, but I don't know. I'm nervous.
This is one of the ones I'm the most nervous for. I have to get up on this ball and tuck my feet in. He said the further out your feet are, the harder it is, I think. I don't know.
Shall I assist you? I think I shall. Shall I assist you? A little bit? Ready? In. Hold your arms up.
I am. Okay, I don't. Wait, I'm like now balancing on this like a damn elephant at the zoo. Let me off. Now we're gonna try this. So he said with this one, you're gonna put your arms here and kind of like go in circles. He said if you can't go in circles, it's totally fine. You can just stay there. So this is essentially a plank. We are gonna do something to make up for the other two, but while I'm down here with the ball, let's just try this. Okay.
Get a plank.
Done.
I'd love to see how she did it.
She did. I have him doing it, but he doesn't show her doing it. So did she really do it? Ball out.
Well, somebody was able to do it.
Hello?
It doesn't want you to give up. Look, it's real supportive. All right.
Don't come back. You can't see it, but it's like right here. Oh, you can see it a little. All right, so I'm gonna hold the plank for now.
Truly the hardest part of completing this workout was that I was literally being swarmed by flies.
With the amount of flies I do, you think I would be trying the Karate Kids routine right now. Okay, I'm done with the planks. It's hurting my lower back. We're gonna try this next thing. Actually, might have to move a little bit because I think I'm gonna hit my legs on this stuff. So I think we're gonna turn the mat. So I'm not gonna try those. I will insert the footage of him doing them so you can see what I'm supposed to be doing. There's no way I'm gonna do that. I have like 0 core strength to do any of those. And my shoe's untied now, okay. Apparently we did that. The next thing he has you do is bear crawls. I'm not crawling on this dirty floor. So what we're gonna try to do is stand on the mat and like someone said you can just take your arms in, out, and that's the same. Who knows?
Right under your. Oh! He landed on you. Ah! It's fine. He landed on you. Wait, come back here. Okay. Make sure your arms are. My girl used to say your arms have to be directly under there. Yeah, that's good. All right, now take it off the ground. Ever so slight. That's plenty. So you had your.
There is no way I'm doing that because my quads still hurt. It's been like 3 days.
Over here going, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do. I can't wait to see what literally all I have left is kettlebell swings and jump rope. So
That's so much.
I'm gonna do the kettlebell swings, and then you know what we're gonna do? Well, I have my adapted versions that we're gonna try some of those moves. And then, I don't know, I might just do my own core stuff because this was a little, I just got whacked in the head by a fly. I'm so over it. Jump rope, we have one, but it's like a school double dutch one. Like who's double dutching with me? Maybe I'll jump in place, but I'm gonna try now and I'm gonna do basically what I think would be a good variation of her moves. I think you could probably just do some knee tucks standing and you'll probably get the same effect as the with the ball. And then I think we could just do some lateral kicks and we'll be good. Let's see.
Now my camera so kindly decided to go out of focus here, but I think you kind of see the vision. I typically do these with my core routine, and the biggest thing about them is just making sure that you don't flip back and you're standing up straight. I usually follow it up with a knee to elbow touch and then some halos and an ab twist. And for the other move that she does on the ball, it's a lateral leg swing. And I kind of just kept it simple and was like, okay, I'm just going to stand up and basically do the same thing, but I added a band for it. This definitely does remove the core element, but I feel like this is the closest I could get to finding something similar to that move. I will still stand by the fact that her workout is incredibly challenging. I can't even think of the last time that I was as sore as I was doing this workout. My soreness lasted 4 days. I do think if I can make a change to her workout routine, it would be doing the intervals on something that has to be powered by me. For me, it was just kind of annoying to wait for the treadmill to speed all the way back up to the speed I had it on. And now I know I can leave it running on that speed, but I don't know. I don't love jumping on the treadmill when it's like going fast. I like it to like warm up while I'm on it, if that makes sense. So I feel like that for me was the only part that I was like, I could see why the assault bike is better. But the best part about the intervals is that your heart rate is now elevated throughout the rest of the workout. I would definitely love to try her workout routine with less reps and higher weights, just because I think doing all those reps definitely made you take significantly longer in the gym. Also, I feel like because you're doing so many reps that the last few ones are always just kind of a little like wonky because you've done so many reps at that point. I really did enjoy trying her workout routine again, and I think it was kind of nice to be able to look back and compare and see where I have improved. And honestly, I would definitely be down to make this a yearly thing because it is kind of fun just to shake up your routine for a little bit. I definitely would love to try to do her routine for a full month because I already know how hard 1 week is, so I can't imagine doing this for 4 weeks straight. But that is all for this week. I had so much fun doing this. Maybe next time we'll actually be able to do her whole core routine, but we'll just have to wait and see. Till then though, I hope you guys enjoyed, and roll the outro.